Heya, Villicus here. This is an unusual video for me. Normally my videos are just VODs of Twisted Metal Alliance's weekly Saturday night Twisted Metal Black online game sessions. But a major discovery was found regarding Twisted Metal Black. This past week, I joined the speedrunning Discord for Twisted Metal, intending to learn the run for Black. But shortly after joining the server and getting to know some of the people there, the Doll Mask, whose channel will be linked in the description, shared a teaser with me of the video he was making. Apparently he'd found a bunch of secret healths in the game, not unlike the secret healths in Twisted Metal 1 and 2. I found this both very interesting and also somewhat concerning. For those of you who don't know, TMA prefers to play multiplayer head-to-head matches against each other with kind of a unique rule set. We prefer to play last man standing, and we also prefer to play without healths. If you've ever watched my videos, or the videos of another TMAer, like veterans like Spagger Kilrahi, or even younger players like Big Slick, and asked, why don't they ever go for healths when they're about to die? It's mainly because we don't enjoy playing with them. Now for the meat and potatoes of the video. The concern of a few people in TMA, myself included, was that this could be used to disrupt our Saturday night matches, or any other lobby that chooses to play by the house rules, or to disrupt the evening for us. I started asking around some people in TMA, such as KG and MathSkill. Some of us knew about a good chunk of these places, but Math in particular was able to help me find them all. Every map in the game has at least one, except skyscrapers and mini skyscrapers, which just don't have any. My intention was to make a video documenting all of them with two goals in mind. One, to make the secret health locations known to TMA so that we can avoid them easier. 2. Spread the information to other Twisted Metal fans who are either speedrunning the game or just casual players who would find this interesting or useful. Regarding point 1, turns out that was completely unnecessary because, like all cheats and repair stations, the secret health locations were all removed from the game. Probably because they thought it would be potentially unfair to the online experience, like things such as God mode would. As I mentioned before, we prefer not to play with healths, and due to the fact that it doesn't work in the online game, we are eager to share this information, even if we were beat to the punch a little. And regarding point 2, of course, Dollmask managed to find and document all of the locations in all maps in story mode campaign before I could get this out, so number 2 is slightly redundant. However, I have more information to share regarding that as well, much more. More information on how they work, and also more locations. So with that said, let's mosey. Regarding how they work, the secret healths have set locations. These locations are checking two things. 1. Is the player inputting the jump command? 2. Is the player within the range of valid set of coordinates for the secret health locations? I don't know the exact order of operations on this process, but this is how I think it works. Basically, if you're within the set coordinate range for the secret health and jump, you will be given a large heal, approximately 30%. A player can use this as many times as they'd like, but every time you use it, it goes on a 30-second cooldown before the same player can use it again. Note that I said the same player, because you can do this in multiplayer too, as I demonstrate with KG's assistance. In our recording, you will hear the following sound when we do so successfully. The secret health is in the church. You can do it pretty much anywhere in there. It's a fairly generous range. And also a difficult place to attack given how you have two big walls protecting you. The same is also true for the mini Suburbs level. Yes, we found these in the multiplayer exclusive levels too. As for the mini versions of maps, as well as Prison Ship, they're basically the exact same spot as the full version of the map, though I will be showing the footage regardless. The one exception to this is Junkyard, and you'll see what I mean soon. Junkyard is a good place to demonstrate that when the game is checking that you're within the coordinate range, there's one thing it doesn't care about: elevation. You can technically do these at any height you want to, but you can only use the jump command while you're on the ground, so really you can only do this in two places on Junkyard: in Warehouse. However, if you're playing as Grim and you shoot down the jet to reveal the underground passageway, a third spot opens up to you. reason you have to be Grim for it is because he's the only one small enough to get in there, and it's still very precise against the wall. As cool as this is, there's still more. Mini Junkyard is a map that Incog never completely finished and left normally inaccessible to players. However, longtime TMAer by the name of Aced found a way to access this map in TMB and TMBO, though the map is much more finished in TMBO, yet still inaccessible by normal means. In the description, I've left a link to a video of him driving around that map showing it off. As incomplete as this level is, it still has a secret health on it, specifically at the center of the tall crusher. Again, since the game doesn't check height, you can do this either on the skill weapon pickup, where the crusher lands, or on top of it. Not much to add from Dullmask's video. You basically just gotta be about under the sign at the entrance to the tunnel past the unfinished bridge. The elevators are where you're gonna want to go for this one. Not connected to the cafe, but rather the one across from it. Since the game locks your car in place on the elevator, and that place is within the coordinate range, at any point of the lift from beginning to end, if you jump, you will heal. As with all the mini versions of the maps, the secret health is in the same spot as the full version of the map.
I'm mad.
Right up. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Also in sync.
Yeah. Hat.
The coordinate range is pretty tight on this map, requiring a bit of precision to actually execute. The lone building under the thundercloud is where you want to go. Go face the shorter side of it, and you want to be a bit to the right of the sign. First are the multiplayer exclusive maps that are not a mini variant. The secret health in this small and tight box is in a rather random spot, also with a fairly strict valid range. It's by the wall with Block C written on it, and you want to be behind and to the left of the gas can pickup there. You want to be closer to the wall than the gas can, and you can use the corner of the wall ahead of you to help measure about where you need to stand. Speaking of unforgiving maps, Drive-In at least has its secret health in a somewhat easy location to guess. It's on the bridge. Again, since Black doesn't care about the height when checking for the health, you can do it on either the bridge or on the ground. For two of the versions of the map, it's on the ship. It's right in front of the door with Cell Block 9 written above it. Right in front of the door. And as you can expect from a multi-floor level, you can do this on the first floor as well. As the only version of Prison Passage to not feature the ship, it's the only variant of the map to not have its secret health in the same spot as the rest of them because there is no way to board the ship. Instead, the secret health is in the Mega Guns tunnel of the center ramp, and in fact, it's right on the pickup. You can do this on the ramp as well as under it. Freeway is the only map in the game that has two secret healths, though one is more obvious than the other. The first one, which KG will demonstrate, is in front of the hospital doors at the bottom of the map. You can also do this on the awning over said doors, but being on there is such a rare occurrence and honestly not a very useful place to be. The second health, which I will be demonstrating, is in a pretty random spot. It's in the stadium parking lot on the side closest to the freeway, but also in between the two farthest sets of street lights that are horizontal from this angle. It's on the side with the two dirt hills, but specifically the one with the black tip. This one is also super precise, not helped by the fact that it's not on flat ground. One of my favorite maps in the entire game, the secret health here is in a really easy spot. It's right under the tower that shocks you if you use the environmental pickup. One of my favorites to my least favorite, the spot you're looking for on sewers is the stairs with a health on them in the tunnel that's covered in water. In the intro cutscene to the Minion fight, you drive through one of the two gates at the center of the ring. Even though you don't spawn where you are in the cutscene, the secret health is not far from there. In fact, it's at the edge of one of those two tunneled gates, specifically the one with the skill weapon. Ending on a simple one, the secret health is in the very middle, which is honestly a great place to be in general on this map. That's basically it. That's all the secret healths in Twisted Metal Black. If you're a speedrunner or just a casual player, you may find these spots to be potentially run-saving. I want to give thanks to those who helped me in the making of this video. Thank you to Dollmask and MathSkill for helping me find these, especially MathSkill for giving me more precise tools to find them. Thank you Aced for creating a code to enable Mini Junkyard for both TMB and TMBO. And a big thank you to KG for helping me test and demonstrate the locations of the secret health, as well as helping me put this video together. I couldn't have done it without your help, and I'm very grateful for y'all. And to those of you watching, I hope this information is useful to you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.